When it comes to how black people handle the police, it seems that everybody and their mama got an idea on what to do when you get pulled over by a cop or stopped by a police officer. The only real plan is to get home without getting killed or going to jail. You want to get home safely to your family. That's the only obligation we have when we get pulled over by the police. Get home safe and sound. There's a system in place for all Americans to exercise our rights as citizens when we feel that we've been done wrong by police officers. But we as black Americans, either we don't know or we don't care to protect ourselves by using these systems in place to protect us. So I'm explaining this system to all the black family that's watching me, and maybe you can explain. After I explain it to you, you explain it to your kids, and you explain it to your family and your friends, and maybe they'll do the same. Because at the end of the day, this is what God wants. He wants us to protect ourselves. I guarantee this. Or else the systems wouldn't be in place for us to be able to utilize. The system is nothing more. It's the reason why white folks don't get harassed the way we do. They complain. Can you imagine that? They just complain. That's all. When we start to use these systems on a consistent basis, we'll create a paper trail. We'll create a paper trail that's needed to better fight and elect our own politicians. See, everything in America run off paper. If you get fired from a job, they bring you in the office and show you all the paperwork that led up to you getting fired. When you get suspended from school, they bring you in all the paperwork to lead up to why you getting suspended. When they indict you, they got paperwork proving the indictment is true. Paperwork. That's all it is. Your vote is paperwork. Your vote. Every day, every time we vote, we lay down some paperwork so people can know, okay, this is the person I'm voting for. It's paperwork. Every police department in the United States have a policy that allows citizens to issue complaints against police officers. Every one of them. Don't matter. Every one. And sometimes the police complaint department must be for the whole county. Sometimes it just be for the district, but they have one. You can complain in person, by mail, or even over the internet. Either one. You could do either one. It don't matter. Just always remember that paperwork is your voice. Whenever you get fired from a job, paperwork. Whenever you get suspended from a school, paperwork. When you go vote, the ballot, paperwork. So when a racist cop do something that violates your right, you got to put in some paperwork on his ass. You got to put that paperwork down on his ass. We can't continue to allow these KKK members. We're calling these KKK or KKK-like members. Whatever it is, it's against black people, against Muslims, against Jews, those type of people who join the police force, and before you know it, they pulling you over, trying to give you tickets for something that you ain't do, or kill you, or take you to jail. Most likely, when it comes to black people, they gonna take us to jail or give us a ticket. Either or. It's the real racy ones. It's them ones that wanna pull you out your car and punch on you, and if you fight them back, they'll kill you. Oh, he was resisting arrest. That's their thing, resisting arrest. It'll be 5 cops on one person, and they'll be yelling, "Stop resisting! Stop resisting!" How can one person resist? And you got 5 cops on him, one for each arm, and the other 3 just on one. One may have one on his leg, on his neck, and everything. How's he resisting? And the cop yelling, "Stop resisting," while they punching on him. Right. And what do? We get arrested. We go to court. We pay a fine. We do some time. But we never, ever, ever put a police report on that ass. Never. So it didn't happen. So they didn't. So them beating me was because of me, because I didn't have no proof. The first thing we got to do when we get pulled over is always stay calm when being approached by the police. There's nothing you can say or do that will stop a racist cop from violating your rights. Though by law, you do not have to answer any questions to a cop asks. You do not have to answer any question that a cop asks. But as a black person, we know we gotta take that with a grain of salt. You see what I'm saying? If all your paperwork tight, your license tight, insurance tight, registration tight, if all that tight, car cleaned out, hey, I'm not getting out the car. I'm not talking to a cop. None of that. And the more the cop want to talk shit, hey, I call the police department on them. Hey, can you bring out a duty chief or a lieutenant, whoever in charge? Cause I think this cop gonna shoot me. That's just what I tell them. But other than that, I do not answer questions. I do not answer questions. That's my thing. I seen it on the internet, and I liked it. It makes sense because by law you don't gotta answer questions. If you feel threatened, stay inside your car, dial 911. Ask that the duty chief, the lieutenant, or any other supervisor that can be sent to your location, and keep videotaping. Don't ever stop videotaping. Always videotape, because some cops will see you videotaping and just give you a ticket and let you roll on. They don't want none. But other cops, they need that. The other cops, they get mad at that because they know you outsmarted them, and they don't think that a black person should be smarter than they are. So they try to edge the situation. That's why I say, just say I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions. He got the camera on. If the camera on, that's all they're hearing you say. You put all your hands always up. You ain't doing nothing else. You got to videotape this. Make sure when you videotape, you make sure you get his name and his badge number. In his face, you got to get more than just the face. The name and the badge number is really important. Get that. Stay silent. Wait for the supervisor if you call for the supervisor. Black people always want to say some smart ass shit. Man, just shut this fuck up. Videotape the information you need for the complaint so you can just get your ticket and move on. You got to play the punk role. You can't be trying to show off in front of nobody in the car when it comes to a cop. Is you stupid? That's what they looking for. The cops know they racist. They know what they doing is wrong. If all your paperwork is good and you don't got any warrants, you're going home. Just be quiet. That's it. Shut the fuck up. Be quiet. All you have to do is stop talking. That's the important part of any police stop. I do not answer questions. Just repeat this phrase, get your ticket, and go home. I do not answer questions. Period. Because the more questions you answer, I guarantee, the more questions you answer, the more chance you got to going to jail or getting killed. Always use your cell phone to get a picture of the cop's badge number and the cop's name. You're going to need this information when you file your complaint. If you can videotape the entire altercation, that's even better. Always have your recorded videos connected to a cloud service. So after you finish videotaping, it automatically go to the cloud. Just in case the cop take your phone and try to erase the video, you know you still got it because it's in the cloud. We're going to push these rules a little bit further. Now, right now, they say you just complain to the location that the incident happened to, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to push this system a little bit further than the original rules the system was intended to be used. We're going to let everybody that make the rules and write the legislation aware of what's going on with cops and black people. We have to. Because we can march till the soles come off our shoes and our feet start to bleed. But without this paperwork, I promise you, nothing going to change. Nothing will change. I promise you that. Nothing big is going to happen. See, once we start filing this paperwork, big things happen. But first we got to file the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? As the system now was set up, You complain only to the police department in which the event happened. Some cities got separate agency that handles these type of complaints for the entire county that you live in. You can use Bing, Google, or whatever search engine you choose to look up where to file your initial complaint. Make 7 copies of this complaint. 7 copies. Because see, this is how you push the envelope. You make 7 copies and you send, not only do you get a copy to the police department in which that incident happened, but you give a copy to the mayor, you send a copy to the city council, the city attorney, the state attorney, the state representative, the federal justice department, and the United States of America. The president of the United States of America. I'm going to say it again. You send a copy of that complaint to the mayor's office, the city county, the city council, the city attorney, the state attorney, the state senate representative. Your state senate representative send a copy to them. The federal justice department and the president of the United States. By sending all these people a copy of your complaint, we are establishing a paper trail in which we can fight with, while preventing our complaints from getting swept underneath the rug. So if you only send it to one place, it's going to get swept underneath the rug and don't nobody know what's going on. But if we send it to all these other places, it's hard for everybody to just ignore it because they all got the same information. And always, every 2 weeks, make a phone call and check up on your complaint. Keep your complaint in play. And the only how to keep your complaint in play is to check up on it. Find out what happened to him. What discipline did they give to him for doing that to you? We can use this system of paperwork to demand more from our elected officials and to decide who will work for us, who we will vote for when we go to the voting booths. We have to remember, we vote for mayors, district attorneys, city attorneys, governors, city council members, police chiefs, and state representatives. We vote for all these people. And as long as we vote in large numbers and stay unified in what we vote for, we can solve this police problem. We just have to put it into practicing of complaining. 7 different people complain, send these reports all the time. Don't let nothing slip. Cause see, we have to put paperwork on these racist police officers, then back it up with our vote. But the paperwork is really important because we can always call the paperwork. You see what I'm saying? We can always go get copies of the paperwork that we've sent because we've sent it. So they gotta have a copy of it. And if we always keep it up with every 2 weeks checking on it, I mean, the system is so easy. It's so easy, man. Let's go back over who we're gonna send it to. All right, we're gonna send all these complaints to the mayor, the city council, the city council, the state attorney, the city attorney, your state representative, the federal justice department, and the president of the United States. I'm gonna say it again. We're sending it off. We're sending all our complaints to the mayor, the city council, the city attorney, the state attorney, the United States, the federal justice system, and the president of the United States. Sending it to all these people. Let everybody know what's going on in our neighborhood. Do not engage with the police with some smart ass shit when you get pulled over. Just turn on your phone, videotape the information you need for the complaint, and move on. Play the punk role. Cops know they racist. They know if they keep asking you questions and you keep answering, that you'll get mad and upset and start raising your voice. So you can't do that. You just got to keep saying, I don't answer questions. By law, I don't have to answer questions, so I'm not answer questions. That's all you got to do. That's it. Shut up. Your only response should be, I don't answer questions because by law, I don't have to answer questions. So I'm not going to ask any questions. And they always going to be like, well, okay, take your ass to jail. Well, okay then. But what are you going to charge me with? Simple and plain. Because I'm not answering any questions for you. I'm not giving you any reason to hit on me or to kill me. I'm videotaping this So if anything, if it goes sideways, I'ma complain about it. Simple and plain, man. We gotta get home. We gotta get home to our kids, man. We ain't got time for that bull crap, big dog. Make copies of write your complaint up, make copies. If you got the video, if you got a video of it, make copies of that. Smell it off. Send it off, man. We got to do this. We got to turn it around. And the only way to turn it around is to invest paperwork in it. System number 1. For the next 100 years. Put in effect for the next 25 years. If we put this in effect within 25 years, we won't have a problem with cops no more. But it's more than just this one system. It's more than just reporting. We're going to talk about it more next week. I'm E. Lincoln. This is the Next 100. Remember, if you feel you at the end of your rope, if you feel you at the end of your rope, tie a knot. Keep hanging. And remember, Black history is life. And Black history will set you free. Until next week. Protect yourself, baby, at all times.